Hello, my name is Clayton Dalton with Bear Creek AI. Today I want to show you our solution to capturing expert knowledge from senior engineers, senior sales associates at an organization so that knowledge does not get lost over time. We'll create sessions where an AI guides a user through interactions to extract some of this engineering judgment, and we'll reflect it back in real time, giving the user the ability to see the knowledge units extracted and prepare them for handoff to our primary platform, knowledgeXpert. So there's a few major components. One, we have our sessions, which I'll show you a live session in a moment. We also have the ability to edit your role, which is a core part, to inform the system on what your expertise is. We have a review queue where we can review previous sessions and accept them and hand them off to knowledgeXpert. We have our destination, which are virtual experts where these things live. And then we can see our previously handed off sessions also. So let's jump right into it and start a session. Here we'll start a guided session where the interviewer will suggest the practical directions based on the role, and then we can pick the easiest one to walk through. But we can also pick a starting point if we have a specific place we want to go with the conversation. Now when I start this, I'll be talking to the agent, so I won't be able to narrate, but on the left side of your screen, you'll see the chat transcripts, and on the right side, you'll see the knowledge units as they get extracted. So let's run through that, and then we can take a look at the output.
Hi, Dave. I was hoping to pick up a few things. We could start with a case this week where a substitution standard didn't apply, a call you jumped on this month to solve a weird drive trip, or maybe the last time you had to push a manufacturer rep for stock allocation, or something else.
Now let's do a substitution case. Those come up pretty often, and it's where junior engineers usually get sideways.
Okay, let's dive into one. Tell me about the actual parts you were looking at on that substitution case earlier this week.
Yeah, a customer needed a replacement for an older 24-volt DC control relay. The part was obsolete, and there would have been a lot of easy mistakes we could have made here, like only matching the voltage and current and contact count, but that wasn't enough.
Got it. If voltage, current, and contact count aren't enough, what was the missing spec you actually had to dig for?
Well, the panel didn't have much clearance, and the relay was switching an inductive load. And so probably some of it would search just for 24-volt DC relay, same contacts, and assume it's equivalent. But relay substitutions are not just about voltage and poles. You have to check contact rating for the actual load type, terminal layout, physical depth, socket compatibility, coil suppression, and whether the customer's panel wiring can actually tolerate a different pinout.
Okay, so let me see if I've got this. When substituting a control relay, you must verify the contact rating for the specific load type and physical constraints like depth and terminal layout, not just the coil voltage and contact arrangement. Did I get that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. You mentioned it was an inductive load. What's different about matching a relay for that versus a standard resistive load?
With inductive loads, a contact rating can be misleading. If you only look at the resistive amperage, a relay that looks fine on paper might weld contacts or fail early if it's switching a solenoid, contactor, coil, or small motor load. So you need to look for the inductive rating, horsepower rating, or utilization category if it's IEC. And if that information isn't available, I usually derate heavily or choose a more robust relay.
Got it. So for inductive loads like solenoids or small motors, you must use the inductive, horsepower, or utilization category rating, as relying on the resistive rating alone can cause premature contact failure. Did I capture that right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. You also mentioned the panel clearance and terminal layout were tight on that replacement. What's the typical headache when a junior engineer ignores those physical constraints?
Let's end the session. I think that's all I've got for today.
Thanks for your time, Dave. Here's what I'm taking away from this case. I learned that just matching voltage and contact count on a relay switch isn't enough. You have to dig in.
So here we can see the extracted units after I ended the session. We can see we have a few different types of extractions: procedure, heuristic, anti-patterns, and then we can view the full transcript down here. We have, for example, here verifying specs for control relay substitution. When submitting a control relay, verify several factors beyond voltage and poles, etc., etc. And so it's going to go through and provide these information. So we can delete these, we can edit these also. But in this case, we'll just go ahead and hand off this chapter. It looks good. It says hand it off. We can download that PDF and see some of the things that were extracted in this session. These then get passed to knowledgeXpert, where we can chat with the virtual expert. So that's how this system works. We can then run several 15-minute or 10-minute or 5-minute sessions across days or weeks or years to try and capture some of this knowledge from experts at your company that can be made available for everyone to leverage. Appreciate your time, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us for more information.